You might remember that we created and activated our Amazon Web Services account earlier in the course, and this gave us access to Cloud9, among other things. So open up your AWS account again and go to the front page of Cloud9. It looks like this. And we're going to look at creating a development environment. An environment is an area that's set aside to allow us to work on our own projects. And it's good practice to only have one project per environment. This allows us to organize our projects and keep them separate from one another. Now, some of the videos in this course were created using an older version of Cloud9, and you will hear us refer to Cloud9 workspaces. Basically, a workspace is an environment. The two terms are interchangeable. So if you hear an instructor in a video say, "Create a blank Cloud9 workspace," then what they mean is to create a new Cloud9 environment. So let's get started by clicking on the Create Environment button. And this will bring us to a new page where we're asked to provide some basic information about our environment. Firstly, we have the name. The name uniquely identifies our environment, so give it something descriptive, so you'll be able to remember what project this environment contains. I'm just going to call mine Hello World. We can also give our workspace a description. Now this is optional, so we'll just keep it simple and say, my very first Cloud9 environment. And then click on Next Step. On our settings page, most of the details here can remain at default. The only thing we need to do each time is to choose Ubuntu Server 18.04 LTS under the platform heading rather than the default Amazon Linux. Okay, when we do that and click on Next, we get a review, and now we can go ahead and click on Create Environment. And Cloud9 will now create a container inside our environment and give us the tools that we need. This can take a few minutes to complete. I've shortened the process here. And now we get our first look at the interface of Cloud9. Down the left side, we have folders and our files. We can see we have one by default, readme.md. And if I click on the Preview button, I can see what that would look like inside a browser. So this is our first basic look at the Cloud9 IDE. In our next video, we'll have a look at creating and previewing our own files.